Hello and welcome to Wednesday's Look East. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, a major breakthrough for MS sufferers as a new drug developed in this region is approved for use on the NHS.
It isn't a cure. I can't say it's a cure, but I haven't had MS for 11 years.
Leader or liability? A date is set for Cambridge Lib Dems to discuss Nick Clegg's future. And it's all aboard the Poppy Express for a picnic with a difference in aid of the Royal British Legion.
And I'll be here later in the programme live from the Suffolk Show, where the BBC is marking 100 years since the outbreak of the First World War. All sorts of recreations. This is a recreation of the recruitment office. There are stands here. There's a school in that tent that you can see down there. And over there, the records office, where people can trace the involvement of their grandparents during the First World War. So join me later, live from the Suffolk Show.
Good evening. First tonight, the new drug developed in this region, which scientists say is a breakthrough for people with multiple sclerosis. It's called Lemtrada and is the result of decades of research by the University of Cambridge. It's now been approved by the health body NICE and in 3 months will be available on the NHS. Now, multiple sclerosis is a condition of the central nervous system. It affects more than 100,000 people across the UK. Symptoms start in your 20s or 30s, and it affects almost 3 times as many women as men. In a moment, we'll hear reaction from the MS Society, but first, this report by Mike Cartwright.
Does this look like a man with MS? Anthony Dean was diagnosed aged 23. His hands and arms went numb. He lost sight in one eye. But for more than a decade now, he's suffered no symptoms. After testing the new drug, he says.
It doesn't affect my day-to-day life, it doesn't affect my work, it doesn't affect my social life. I don't think about it. I only have to think about it if I get holiday insurance. But other than that, I'm absolutely fine. I'm healthier now than I was back in the day. I started running and even last year completed 3 half marathons in a month.
And this is the drug, now called Lemtrada, a fluid injected directly into the bloodstream. Developed in Cambridge over the last 40 years, Professor Alistair Compston led the research here.
The drug is the most effective treatment for multiple sclerosis. It's used early and it reduces the accumulation of disability, and it even allows a good proportion of patients actually to improve over time.
MS is caused by rogue immune cells, these red splodges here attacking the nerve ending, damaging its coating around the blue area here. Now, what the drug does, it replaces the bad cells with good cells, and then the nerve endings naturally heal themselves. We
treated the first patient in 1991, and at that stage we were treating people with rather advanced disease, and we learned over a number of years that that probably wasn't the best way forward, and so we switched in the late 1990s to treating people much earlier in the illness, and that proved to be the turning point.
The drug now approved by the health body NICE. Anthony among 2,000 worldwide who volunteered to trial it. It could help around half those newly diagnosed with the condition.
It isn't a cure. I can't say it's a cure, but I haven't had MS for 11 years. And if that continues for another 11 years, then I'll be perfectly happy with that.
The development of this drug is very much a Cambridge story, available on the NHS within just a few months. Mike Cartwright, BBC Look East, Cambridge.